From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Monday, May the 13th, 2019. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu now has an additional 14 days to try and form a government. Under Israeli law, an election winner has 28 days to form a government, but the president can grant an extension of up to 2 more weeks. And upon Netanyahu's request, President Reuven Rivlin obliged. Netanyahu continues to hold talks with potential coalition partners, including with the Israel Beitenu leader Avigdor Lieberman, who still says there are significant gaps with Netanyahu on security-related issues, as well as on the issue of the Haredi draft law, which would make it mandatory for the ultra-Orthodox to serve in the IDF, something the ultra-Orthodox parties in the coalition firmly oppose. Lieberman has been threatening to join the opposition unless that law is accepted by the coalition. If that actually were to happen, it would leave Netanyahu short of the 61-seat majority that he needs to form a government. Israel reopened its main crossings with Gaza yesterday, thought to be part of a reported ceasefire agreement. The Erez and Kerem Shalom crossings were closed when southern Israel came under rocket fire attack from Gaza earlier this month. And poverty-stricken families in Gaza received some help today from Qatar. Qatari envoy Mohammed Al-Ahmadi entered the Gaza Strip today and is expected to transfer funds to help those families, about $100 per family. Poland has canceled a visit by Israel over the issue of Holocaust restitution, claiming they themselves were victims of the Nazis. A delegation of Israel's Social Equality Ministry was supposed to travel to Poland tomorrow. In a visit, they said that hoped to widen the circle of those who receive restitution. And while its minister, Gila Gamliel, praised Poland for its firm stance in the face of voices of anti-Semitic protest, she also warned this weekend that time was running out to restore Jewish property stolen during the Holocaust, apparently in a reference to a rally held Saturday in Warsaw by Polish nationalists against a U.S. restitution law. Polish Prime Minister Mateusz Morawiecki said Saturday that his country will not pay compensation for property lost in the Second World War, saying that Poland itself was a victim of the Nazis. And yesterday, Poland's foreign ministry tweeted that Poland decided to cancel the visit of the Israeli officials after the Israeli side made last-minute changes in the composition of the delegation, suggesting that the talks would primarily focus on the issues related to property restitution. Jewish actress Peggy Lipton has died. Lipton starred in the 1960s hit TV show The Mod Squad, for which she won a Golden Globe, and more recently in Twin Peaks. She is the mother of actress Rashida Jones from her marriage to music producer Quincy Jones. Lipton died on Saturday of cancer. She was 72. A bipartisan delegation of mayors from across the United States is visiting Israel this week as part of the American Jewish Committee's Project Interchange. The week-long educational seminar aims to give the municipal leaders an up-close and personal look at Israel, meeting with Israeli leaders and officials, as well as officials in the Palestinian Authority, and meeting with Israeli mayors to share information and experience. It is being chaired by Los Angeles Mayor Eric Garcetti. AJC Managing Director of Regional Offices Melanie Marin-Pell said the mayors will learn a great deal about high-tech and economic development, immigration absorption, diversity, and emergency services that will assist them in their governance of their respective cities. Well, the Genesis Prize Foundation said it will contribute $1 million towards Israel's second attempt to land on the moon. Co-founder and chairman Stan Polovitz said our support of Bereshit 2 is exactly why we established our foundation, to inspire the Jewish people, to strengthen the bond between Israel and the diaspora, and to instill a sense of pride in Israel's achievements. And despite much pressure to boycott the Eurovision Song Contest this year because it's being held in Israel, 41 artists from around the world arrived in Tel Aviv this weekend and last night walked down the orange carpet in the city. Orange to match the logo of a sponsoring company. The opening ceremony was held last night of the International Song Competition. The semifinals of the Eurovision will begin tomorrow. Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS from Monday, May the 13th at 7 o'clock, it's The Wisdom of Dr. Ruth. At 7:30, the documentary The Last Resort is in the spotlight on Jewish Cinematheque. At 8, the 4th annual induction ceremony into the Bronx Jewish Hall of Fame. At 9, Mark Golub sits down with Yossi Ron, whose parents were killed in the Arab massacre of Kfar Etzion on May the 13th of 1948. At 10 tonight, Jewish comic Judy Gold speaks at the 92nd Street Y. And coming up right after this newscast, Chairman of the American Jewish Congress, Jack Rosen, explains why he advocates for a Jewish caucus in Congress. That's on tonight's In the News. And that's the JBS News Update for Monday, May the 13th, 2019. I'm Teisha Bader.